This is question number 1 on your homework. We're going to go through and do it together. Basically, we're just going to start out and do the exact same thing that we did last time. I'm going to write my SOHCAHTOA just off to the side here. You might want to make sure, I guess it's on the top of your paper, so you'll see it, but I've got that written, SOHCAHTOA, right out there. Okay, now when we look at this nice lovely triangle that they gave me, let's look at A first. Let's call A our angle that we are looking at. So we're going to first label our triangle. Okay, so again, if you go across from A, so just kind of draw your pencil across from A, this side is opposite A. It doesn't touch A at all. It's straight across from it. Then you do the same thing from your right angle. If you go across from your right angle, that will always be your hypotenuse, and that leaves our last side to be named the adjacent. So I always save the adjacent for the very end because there's really 2 angles that are adjacent or touching that angle A, but one of them will always be the hypotenuse. All right, so then when we're doing our problem right here, let's look at our sign first. So our sign has to do with our SO, our S. Okay, notice it here has the O over the H. The first one, O is always on the top, H is on the bottom. So I just look for my opposite side, which was 5, and put that over my hypotenuse side, which is 13. So it's just 5 over 13 right there. Okay, the cosine, we did the same thing. It's just your CA, your A over your H. A is first, H is on the bottom. So A over H is going to be 12 over 13. And then our last one, our tangent right here, T stands for the tangent, it's your O over your A. So O, which is 5 over your A over 12. So 5 over 12 is the tangent of angle A right there. All right, now they want the sine of C and the cosine and the tangent of C. So we're going to actually move, whoops, I'm going to make it so I don't draw. We're going to take that A and we're going to move it down here. Okay, so now we're going to look at C as our angle that we're interested in. So this guy is still the hypotenuse. Across from the right angle didn't change. So that's still the hypotenuse. However, now when I go across, 12 is going to be my opposite and 5 is going to be my adjacent. Okay, so now I go back and do the same thing. I'm going to look for the sine, which is the O over the H. So I've got my opposite right here, which is 12, over my hypotenuse, which is 13. So 12 over 13 right there. Okay, cosine is the A over the H, the adjacent over the hypotenuse. So 5 over 13 is my cosine, and then the tangent, our last one, TOA, the opposite over the adjacent. Okay, so 12 over 5 is our tangent of C. So just, I hope I say this enough. I'm going to say it again here so that you'll remember it, but SOHCAHTOA is going to help you to know which of all these ratios they are. All right, so that was question number 1.